What it do, you too. We out here in Calexico, out here from SD. I'm with my boy PV Genius, aka Prince the Trucker. You know what I'm saying? Hey, hit that subscribe button. Out.
You heard him? My man Rasta 340, you heard? Big brother shit. Let's get it.
YouTube, what's the word? Welcome back to the channel. Yes, it is your boy, your man, your Royals, the often imitated, never duplicated, the one and only Enrique Prince, also known as Prince the Trucker. If you know, you know. You dig what I'm saying? Today is April 21st. It is Monday, 2025, 8:10 p.m. and I'm reporting to you guys and gals from Calexico, California, right on the border of Mexico. I push out early tomorrow morning to pick up a load in Arizona, and then I will be headed to Mississippi. But it's been about 2 weeks since I made a video, and just definitely want to talk about some things, update you guys on my current status, and input some motivation and inspiration per usual for the situation. You dig what I'm saying? So all I ask for is a little participation. Sit back, relax. Let's get into this real conversation. I hope everyone's doing well out there. And again, thank you for tuning in. Let's get into it. All right, truckers and trucker ladies, you already know who it is. Prince the Trucker here, back with another one. As I always say, if you like the content here, you'd like to support Prince the Trucker, man, make sure you hit that like button off rip. It only takes a second. Drop a comment, question, or share your experience down in the comment section below. After the video, I truly do look forward to all your interaction and the things that each and every one of you have to say. You know what I'm talking about? Now, before we go any further into the video and partake in our royal conversation, I definitely have to take a second to throw a special shout out and a big salute to my homie Rasta 340 from San Diego. You know what I mean? Thank you for pulling up on Prince the Trucker this weekend. From San Diego down to Calexico, right on the border of Mexico. It was awesome. If you guys know, you know, from the very beginning, the original conception of this channel was from the gaming side of things. Prince Vision Gaming, and Rasta 340 was one of the individuals that I've maintained a friendship with for over 4 years, and we finally got the chance to actually link up in real life and kick it in real time, you know what I mean? So it's always a pleasure when I can connect with a lot of you that I'm familiar with over social media and just make it a real experience, you know what I mean? So big salute to you. I really appreciate everything, bro, and I hope you enjoyed yourself as much as I did. With that being said, YouTube, let's get into the real conversation and the topic at hand for this particular video. And as you can see from the title, I've pretty much chosen to talk about how nobody feels sorry for you. You understand that though, right? Like, nobody's gonna feel sorry for you, my G, my lady, at the end and the beginning of the day. Now, I'm not making that statement to be insensitive to anybody and what they may be going through in these current times, because I do understand life is tough. We all go through different things at different points of our lives that warrant different emotions and experiences. But I am coming from a grown man perspective, right? Again, I feel like we have become soft to the idea that hard work pays off because of all the social media, the influences that we have, and the comfort that people find in just taking the shortcut, convincing people that, hey, you can do less for more. I've never been a product of that. Anything that I've ever had in my life that was worth it, I worked very hard for. And I've had a great life up to this point. I've been able to put myself in positions where I experienced careers that I never thought I would partake in. They paid well. My quality of life improved. And I've also made mistakes to where I've set myself back and really had to reflect on the results of my decisions, you know? And that's why I say no one's going to feel sorry for you, because realistically, no one felt sorry for me. And I didn't expect them to, you know? I didn't even feel sorry for myself. I really just analyzed why these things were happening to me. And by the grace of God and my support system and just the drive that I have and expectation within myself, I've been able to put myself back into position every single time to really be back in my purpose. Speaking of purpose, you know, it's a very important word. And I actually want to define a couple words for the remainder of this video, speak briefly about each one, and go over the meaning so that we can really get an understanding of what we're doing here and the reasoning behind it, you know? So let's define purpose really quick. All right, so all I did was go to Google and type in the best definition of purpose. I'm sure there's many definitions, right? But the first two that I got from typing that in was the following: the reason for which something exists or is done, made or used, an intended or desired result, end, aim, or goal. Wow. Very powerful. So before you do anything, before you execute any type of plan, you have to identify the purpose of it, the reason for which it exists in the first place. Why are you doing it? What is your purpose made to do? What is it used for? What is your intended or desired result? What is your end? What is your aim? What is your goal? Right? Once you establish that, then it'll be a lot easier to fulfill it. I know what I want to do. I've expressed it many times. Improve my quality of life. I want to reach a level. My purpose is to reach a level within myself to where I can liberate. I can move freely. I have enough currency to exercise my ideas and vision for myself. And I'm willing to put in the time and the grind to do it until it is done. Point blank, period. So that is my purpose for being in this truck. What is yours? Let me know down in the comment section below. All right, so we have the purpose. Now, this next word that I'd like to define is just as important once you identify the purpose, right? You ever heard people tell you that, hey man, it's all a process. Don't worry, trust the process. That's the word I'd like to define next. Process. Purpose and process. So what is the process? It is a series of progressive and interdependent steps by which an end is attained. Say that one more time. Let's break it down. A series, a couple, a volume, a gathering of progressive and interdependent steps. These steps that you're taking have to be free-flowing, independent, and progressive at the same time, by which an end is obtained. You're not doing it to just do it. There's an end to the process. When I do these steps, I'm going to reach the end of the process. What is the end goal? Just like purpose, the aim, the goal, they're interchangeable, right? If I do this process based on my purpose, I will reach the end goal of whatever I'm doing. Sounds like I ain't got time for a lot of people to feel sorry for me, right? Very important that we understand the purpose and the process of what we're doing. Let's go into the last word that I feel like is very, very crucial to make these two stick together. All right, so the last word that I'm going to define in this video that I feel like is very important to your purpose and your process is discipline. Yes, discipline. Discipline can be defined as training that encourages obedience and self-control, often through rules and consequences. It can also refer to the ability to manage oneself or others effectively, even in challenging situations. Man, these definitions are deep, yo. In essence, discipline involves adhering to a set of rules or standards, either imposed externally by outside forces or self-imposed to achieve a desired outcome or maintain order. Wow. YouTube, in my opinion, very powerful terminologies. Words that definitely should be defined and applied to what we are going through in this current time and state. Listen. Identify your purpose. Understand that there's going to be a process. And most importantly, train yourself to have the discipline to execute exactly what it is that you see for yourself in the long run. There are no shortcuts to manifest the beauty of your situation. It almost sounds supernatural, right? But that's how powerful it is. Hurt people hurt people. And when you create a culture within yourself, when you represent something above the pain and the circumstances, and you're still able to manifest a beautiful life and a beautiful result off of your purpose, your process, and your discipline, how can you not want to share that? With all that being said, YouTube, I really appreciate y'all rolling with Prince the Trucker on this particular topic and hearing what I have to say about nobody is going to feel sorry for you. Hopefully, you are not too hard on yourself to the point where you feel sorry for yourself. Like I said, hurt people, and we are strong individuals when we apply ourselves, we apply our mind, and the willingness to change our situation. It is an amazing thing. Identify your purpose, understand that there's going to be a process, and be willing to exhibit the discipline necessary to change your situation. If I can do it, you can do it. And that's all I'm here to promote and remind you of. Again, no one is going to feel sorry for you in the year 2025. Don't feel sorry for yourself. Elevate and do what's necessary so that you can live your best life. You do understand that though, right? Hey, if you enjoyed the conversation, make sure you hit that like button to support the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Leave a comment, question, or an experience that you can relate to down in the comment section below. You never know how your words can help a fellow person and or truck driver. Once again, I do appreciate your viewership, each and every one of y'all. I'm about to get up out of here. I got some laundry to do. But much love and respect as always. It is the often imitated, never duplicated, the one and only Enrique Prince. We will catch you on the next video. dig? I'm out this joint. Peace.